No, it's not clickbait. I signed 53 high ticket clients using a 2-minute video, and I'm about to break down the script, the structure, and I'm going to tell you why it works so well so that you can just copy it and use it in your business so that you can get the same results, if not even better. And you're going to love this if you're a coach, consultant, course creator, agency owner, or if you just have a high ticket offer. So let's get into it. Obviously, first of all, you need to understand, okay, what type of funnel do you have to use to be able to implement this 2-minute video, right? Or like, how do you actually use it? And it's actually very simple, right? So obviously, first of all, we have the attention stage, and we can get attention either from paid ads, from inbound organic, from outbound organic. So as you can see, the funnel that we use is actually, it's pretty good because it works with a bunch of different sources of traffic. And so we get all the traffic, right? Obviously, again, you may be like cold DMing people, cold emailing, whatever, you're running paid ads on Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. You can direct that traffic into this video, again, that I'm about to break down. And I'm going to show you the structure and everything. And so this is the 2-minute video that I'm talking about. After people are watching the 2-minute video, they are going to go through an application process where you're going to ask them multiple qualifying questions. And obviously, if they're qualified, they're going to book the call. And this is how you're going to get calls. And eventually, you're going to get paying clients, right? By closing the people who you have a call with. So this is how the funnel works. This is how you're going to implement the 2-minute video that I'm talking about. Now, let's get into the actual script itself, right? So let me zoom in here and let's just get down to business. So first of all, we're going to start the video with a hook, right? Which is basically going to be offer at a high level. So the way you want to start this section is just by having a call out. Now you can either call out people by the problem they are facing, by their niche, who they are exactly. So you have multiple ways of calling out, but you have to do this so that your ideal client knows that this video is for them, right? So if you're experiencing, XYZ problem, if you cannot get leads, if you want to lose weight, right? And so on. If you want to scale to 100K per month, if you want to get more clients, right? So there are a lot of examples here based on your offer, obviously, but you can also call them out. Like if you're a coach or like a consultant, if you're an agency owner, whatever it is, whoever is your ideal client. So you can just call them out. Here's what I'm going to do, right? And you just want to state the one big benefit that you can help your clients achieve. Now, obviously, with your offer, you can probably do a lot of things, but you want to focus on the main thing, which is really the most important thing that you can help your clients achieve, because your clients will mostly care about one thing, and you just have to understand, like, okay, what is that one thing that they're thinking about every single day when they're waking up, right? The most important thing. And this is the first thing that you want to hit them with, right? Obviously, you can also add 2 secondary benefits, but it's really important that you mention right away the one big benefit that you will help them achieve. Okay, like what is it? Is it getting clients? Is it losing weight? Is it getting more dates? Is it making more money? Whatever it is, say that one big benefit, right? So I'll guarantee you desired outcome in the next desirable time frame. This is a very good, let's say, template for you to use so that you actually state out, again, the offer and how it actually works. So obviously you also need to have a time frame. You need to have a specific offer. If you want to understand, how to actually craft a high ticket offer that's absolutely world class, I have other videos on my channel, but in this one, we're just going to talk about the VSL script, right? Key points about this intro part of the VSL, which is pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple, right? You need to keep this part short, right? Because we just have 2 minutes, right? Remember, this is just a 2-minute video, so we don't have the luxury of a long VSL, like a 10-minute VSL. We have to be straight to the point, and this is why this video works so well. This VSL works so well, right? Because we are straight to the point. We are telling them what they need to understand to be able to book a call, and so the process is very simple, right? So keep it short. This is the first thing. Now, the next thing is state the benefit and then you can briefly expand on it, okay? You can just briefly expand on it just so they get more context, just so you paint a clear picture of how is it that you're actually going to help them, right? And then the next thing is emphasize new and different. This is something that not a lot of people are talking about, but within like the way you present your offer and with your copy, you should emphasize new and different. This is so important because obviously nowadays you have a bunch of offers on the market, like a bunch of offers, right? Depending on your niche. However, if you want to just differentiate yourself, if you just want to have success, get a lot of clients, a lot of book calls, you have to demonstrate that your offer is new and different, because this is what people are going to be buying. People are not buying the same old thing that they've tried and didn't work. People are not buying something a little bit better. People want something completely new and different. So you just have to keep this in mind. And by the way you present your offer within this section right here, you just have to imply it's new and different, right? It has to be implied, not directly said. So super important aspect here, which again is pretty overlooked, but this is super important, more important than the script itself, right? So this is the first part, the hook. Next, we're getting into risk reversal, right? So it's just a part of your offer basically, right? So you either achieve the result or you are going to state your guarantee. It's super simple. Now, there are a lot of different types of guarantees, right? Some stronger, some weaker. For example, we'll keep working with you for free until you do. This is a weaker guarantee, basically. So you can use this one, or you can either say you don't pay, which this is very, very common guarantee and very common way to actually state the guarantee. So I would advise you to get creative here, right? You can also say we'll send you a $5,000 wire. You'll get $10,000 worth of coaching for free. Whatever it is, you just need to state your guarantee. But again, by the way you state your guarantee, you will influence how people perceive your offer. So again, it has to be a guarantee. There's not just like you don't pay, because everyone says you don't pay, right? You just have to come up with something different. Like just find a unique way of positioning the same guarantee, right? With different words, but you just have to find something that implies different and new, right? So again, as I said, like you just have to get creative with the risk reversal. And essentially with the risk reversal, what you need to help people understand in this section of the VSL is that if they're going to take you up on your offer, even as the worst case scenario, they should end up in a better position compared to where they are right now. Okay, so this makes the offer literally a no-brainer. Okay, so let's just take, for example, what do I mean by this, right? Let's just take a look at an example. So, let's just say that, okay, they don't get the result. What happens? They're going to get a full refund. Plus, they're going to get, let's say, $2,000 wired to their account, right? Which means that even in the worst case scenario, right, they'll end up with an extra $2,000 in the bank. I don't know about you, but I think this is a pretty good offer. And obviously, you can offer even more, like $5,000, whatever it is. But the point is, they have to end up in a better position than before, even as the worst case scenario with you. This is how you create a literally no-brainer offer, okay? So this is very simple. You just state the risk reversal. Okay, what is your guarantee? Okay, what should make them actually feel safe, right? Now, we're getting into the next part, which is results and case studies, right? Very important, because social proof is super important. You just made a claim, right? Obviously, which is the promise, how you started the video. Then you have the risk reversal, and then people are naturally going to be skeptical. So you need to show them that, hey, I know this is a crazy claim, but I've got, look at the results that I got for other clients just like yourself, right? So you have to do this. You have to show proof, right? For every single claim that you make, you have to show 3 points of proof, right? So that people are actually going to believe you that you have a legit offer, right? So as I said, proof is basically paying off the big promise. So what I like to do here, because again, the video is only 2 minutes, you don't have a lot of time to waste, you should rapid fire case studies, right? So you should literally present results and case studies that are relevant to the promise that you are making on solidifies the claim, right? And I'm going to show you immediately what I mean exactly by rapid fire case studies. But a key concept that you need to understand about case studies, because it maybe sounds pretty straightforward, but what you need to understand is that your most ideal qualified client, right, the person that you are trying to attract, should be attracted by the results that you're displaying. What do I mean by this, right? Like, let's just take an example. If you're trying to attract gyms, whatever, doing 100K a month, and you show the results of you scaling gyms to 300K per month and above, that's a good scenario, right? Because if you show people that, hey, I've scaled gyms to 300K a month, right, naturally, gyms that are at 100K per month will be attracted to your offer, because they've seen, okay, this guy helped businesses who are way above me, so he can definitely help me, right? This is kind of like how it works with case studies, right? And again, on the other side, if you wanted to attract, for example, gyms doing, I don't know, 300K per month, right? So we're basically going the inverse here. And if you had shown case studies of you helping gyms to scale to, I don't know, 50K per month or like 100K per month, obviously the gyms who are already at 300K per month wouldn't even look at your offer, right? Because obviously you've only helped like gyms who are below them. So it doesn't make any sense, right? So a small point here, but a very important one. You want to show the results and the case studies of, that will basically attract your ideal clients. That's kind of like the point that I'm making. Now, on the first case studies, you want to go a little bit deeper, right? And kind of like explain how you help them achieve the ultimate result. And you don't want to show those type of, testimonials basically that say like, yeah, the program was pretty cool, the guy was cool, or anything like that. So pay attention that you actually choose good testimonials and you go a little bit deeper into the first ones, okay? And then after, right, you went through, let's say, the first 3 case studies and you go a little bit deeper, then you're going to have a infinite scroll through the rest of the social proof that you have. So I actually have a slide deck example that I use for some of my clients, so you can just copy and paste it. So the first slide is very simple results, and then within the next slides, we are getting into the social proof, right? And obviously, ideally here, you want to have as much social proof as possible. You can have, if you were going to use like a PowerPoint presentation like this one, like Google Slides, then you want to have like at least 20 results, like 20 different people with 20 different results basically, right? And so the way you can do this is you can have client name, some social proof a little bit, like if they gave you a message or whatever, photo of the client if applicable, and if allowed to show it, just some social proof basically just to show that, hey, this is actually real, right? And so you also want to explain the result. So how you should basically do this when it comes to this section is very simple, right? So we have results, and then you go rapid fire case study, right? Again, you just explain the first 3 results, like, hey, this is how we help this person, we installed this client acquisition system into their business, and then after this we got X amount of calls. Again, don't go too deep because we only have 2 minutes for the video, right? But basically you want to do this for the first 3 people, like, hey, this is how we did it. And then for the next case studies, you just want to like just scroll past them and just show people that, hey, there are hundreds or tens or whatever it is, there are hundreds of different other examples, right? So you just scroll past them. That's kind of like what you're doing. You just scroll past them. You don't stop for every single case study to break it down. Okay, so you only stop basically and break down the first 3 case studies, and then next of them you're just gonna scroll past them, okay? Because again, we don't have a lot of time for the 2-minute video, obviously. So this is the results and the case studies section. After this section, we're going to be getting into the 3 key results. So what are the 3 key results they can expect by working with you, right? Expand basically on the main promise. So you've made the main promise in the first part of the video, and then what you want to do next is you just want to give them the 3 key results, okay? So essentially, for example, I'll help you get in shape, I'll help you have better focus, I'll help you sleep better, have more energy, and so on, right? In this case, if you have a weight loss offer, right? This is just an example. For example, if you have a client acquisition offer, help businesses scale, you can say like, hey, I'm going to help you get clients. You are going to get way more book calls. The quality is going to be better, and then you're going to be able to close more people. And I'm also going to help you improve your sales conversion rate. Okay, something like this that's still connected to the main outcome, the main goal that they are chasing. Is still relevant to that, but you're just expanding. Okay, you're making this even more compelling, more desirable. So this is pretty important, right? The 3 key results. After the 3 key results, we have the first call to action, which is going to be a soft call to action. Okay, very simple. If this sounds interesting, book a call. Bam. That's literally what you have to say. Okay. Obviously you want to use like a different wording. You don't want to necessarily use this one specifically, but it's very simple and straight to the point. Soft call to action. After this, we're going to be getting into something that's a little bit deeper. How do you get results and how it works essentially, right? I should replace the why here. So how do you get results and how it works, right? And also to a certain extent why it works. So this can also be your unique selling proposition, right? Like, what is your unique way of getting results for them? Okay, like, what is your secret sauce, with other words? So basically here you want to explain why your option is the best compared to any other option that they have in terms of achieving the exact same result. So basically this is your unique mechanism. Again, you're explaining the why, the how behind your methodology, right? For example, let's just say that you help people lose weight, right? Well, how do you do that? You help them optimize their hormonal profiles, right? This is just an example of a unique mechanism, but you kind of like want to, again, give a little bit deeper, let's say, explanation as to like why does your process work so well. Okay, now if you don't have something like that, if you don't have a unique mechanism, or like just one thing, like one key point that makes what you have different, and basically that's your secret sauce, you can also state 2 to 3 reasons, right, as to like why does your process work so well. Okay, obviously 2 to 3 reasons might not be as effective as the one big reason, but you can still use them, right? Just in case you can come up with just one thing that will help you, right? So you have a few things maybe that makes your offer unique, but you have to state them. Okay, so just to give you more context as to like what do I mean by mechanism, and what do you need to look for in this section. The mechanism is basically the simultaneous explanation of why everything they've tried in the past has failed and why this is going to be so different. Okay, this is why it's so important for you to actually state the unique mechanism, either if it's like one big reason or 2 to 3 different reasons. It's super important that you have this, and this is especially important for you out there who are in a very competitive market, okay, who are in a very big market. This is super important because it's going to help you differentiate your offer, and this is what you need to have nowadays, especially with obviously a lot of offers out there. Now, next, what is the outcome of working with you? This is actually very simple, right? It's basically just a recap, right? A recap of the main thing that we help them with, right? We're just kind of like bringing their attention back to the main thing, the main goal, because right now we're about to wrap up the video, right? So we're bringing the attention to the main outcome again, right? So again, you just want to remind that you can solve their ultimate problem, the biggest problem that they're facing, the broken arm of the market, so to say, and you can help them achieve their ultimate desired outcome. It's just a recap, right? We get their attention on this. So you can say something like, okay, so ultimately, right, we help you so that client acquisition, so that weight, so that dating, right, getting dates, whatever it is, making money is never a problem, and we help you achieve blank, right, where blank is obviously the desired outcome, the one thing that they are looking for. So this is how it works. This is what you need to have in place. Now, the almost last thing is selling the call. This is part of the call to action, right? But it's a part where it's very, very beneficial to have it, because people, most of them are used to, calls, have had bad experiences when it comes to jumping on sales calls. So you just kind of want to like help them out, right? You just want to sell the call a little bit, like, okay, this is what's going to happen on a call. And again, you have to be brief because the video is only 2 minutes. So what you can do is just say something like, I invite you to book a demo call. We'll take a look at your current situation and we will explain how we can help you if we can help you, right? And here you can also state the best case scenario versus the worst case scenario, right? Like, okay, best case scenario, we get to help you with your problem. We get to help you, scale to 100K per month, whatever it is. And worst case scenario, you're going to get a practical game plan for us. We're going to split ways and you're going to have a plan that you can execute on by yourself and get the results by yourself, right? This is a no-brainer way of positioning the actual call. So we want to sell the offer, but obviously we want to sell a call as well, right? So again, it's just best case scenario and worst case scenario. Sell the call a little bit, right? You want to relax them, like, hey, this is not going to be a sales call. You can leave your credit card at home, right? This is not going to be a high pressure, I'd rather say, sales call, right? So again, you're just making the barrier to entry, you're getting it a little bit lower, right? So that it's easier for them to book a call. They have less resistance. And this is the key point, because after this section, we're going to be jumping into the final hard call to action, right? This is going to be hard call to action. You should be very direct right now, because now is the time to take action, right? We're getting into the last part of the video. And so you have to just say like, hey, this is, for last time, click the link below, whatever it is, click the button and book a call. and I can always talk to you soon. All right, something like that. Again, it doesn't have to be too long, but you have to be direct and a little bit harder with this call to action, right? And then after this, right, they've watched the video and hopefully they've booked the call. So this is how the VSL works. This is how the script looks like. This is the structure, right? So instead of just me giving you a word for word script, it's just better for you to actually take a look at the structure and understand what makes it work, because this will increase basically the likelihood of you actually getting results with it, okay, and of you succeeding with it, because it's going to help you sound like yourself and sound unique. This is super important. Now let's talk a little bit about conversion weapons, copywriting, which is super important. So this is something that's very overlooked nowadays. Like, people are focusing on the wrong things, but honestly, copywriting is the second most important thing next to your offer, okay? And this is going to help you get way better results with your VSL. So what this is basically is, I have a small weapon that's called the Big Four, right? What it is basically, with every single line in every single word of your copy, basically the copy that you're going to use for the VSL, you need to emphasize the 4 big core emotions, right? New, easy, safe, big. These are the big 4. Now, alternatively, right, we also have only, anyone, predictable, and fast. Now, let me explain very quickly just so you know what I'm talking about. So, new and only, right? As I said with the first part of the VSL, right, which is the hook makes or breaks the entire video. So if your offer is not fundamentally new, if it's not fundamentally different, then people are just not going to watch the VSL in the first place. They're not even going to get to the call to action, right, to be able to book a call. So this is why, the copywriting is super, super important. The way you explain things, the way you present the offer, it's extremely important, right? And so we have new and only, right? And as I said, we're emphasizing this, especially in the hook part of the video, right? New and different. This is new and only. You can only get this through me. Pretty straightforward, right? Next thing is easy, right? It's easy to do this. It's not something complicated. It's not hard, and anyone can do it, okay? Now, with this one, it should be also emphasized by the way you're presenting the offer. It's just something easy, right? It doesn't require a lot of work. Now, obviously, you don't want to lie to people. You just want to still be real, but you want to emphasize this, right? Next, we have safe and predictable, and you should really, really emphasize this when you are actually going through your results, because if you are showing like literally hundreds of results, if you have an infinite scroll page, right, with basically gazillions of different testimonials, this is how you imply that, hey, this is safe, right? It's actually a method that's been already proven by hundreds of business owners, hundreds of other people, right? And it's predictable because you got results for dozens, thousands, whatever it is, of other people. It's going to work for them. It's very likely that it's going to work for them. So this is what you emphasize, again, especially during the results section. And then we have big and fast. Okay, this is more about the result that they're getting. Really, like it's a big thing. Like it's something that is solving a big problem for them. Right? Again, it could be client acquisition, whatever it is. It has to solve a big problem for them, and it has to be fast. Again, this is why we need to mention the time frame, especially in the beginning of the offer. Right? You mention the time frame. This is when you're going to get the result, basically, and this is how it works. Right? So again, with this new, only, big, and 4, you want to imply this with every single line of the copy. But obviously, you don't want to just say directly, hey, this is new. Hey, you can only get this from me. This is easy. You want to indirectly imply it with your copy, right? This is more about copywriting. But I'm telling you, most people don't know about this. I can guarantee that your competitors don't know about this thing. And if you're going to implement it, you're absolutely going to crush them, okay? Now, the last thing, right, especially in today's market, you should put an emphasis on new, as I said, new, different, right, so that your offer is actually meaningfully different, right, to all the other offers out there, and superior, right? Because think about it. If your offer is something new, first of all, it's exciting, it's interesting. People are going to be more likely to pay attention to what you have to say, and they're going to take action. Is different, not the same old things that they are, hearing about every single day, not the same old thing that they've tried in the past and didn't work, and superior, right? Your offer is just better, right? This can be by the way you deliver the results, right? How many results you have, right? Your unique mechanism and everything, but you have to imply all these things, right? Along with the big four emotions. So that's it. This is the secret sauce to making a simple 2-minute video, produce qualified book calls consistently for your business so that you can get more clients, right? So you just have to take a look at this document, right? Try to implement it into your business, right? Take a look at this, make sure that you have the big four implied with every single word of your copy, and then test the VSL on the market, right? This is how you use it. And then you have absolutely everything that you need so that you can get more clients, right? Now, because we got until the end of the video, I want to appreciate you, and I wanted to let you know that if you liked the video, make sure to smash the like button, because YouTube is going to show you more videos like this. Basically, they're going to help you grow your business. So smash that like button right now. And if you enjoyed it, again, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be posting more videos like this that are going to help you grow your business. And besides this, a shameless plug. If you need help with client acquisition, if you're a coach, consultant, or an agency owner, if you want to grow your business to multiple 6, 7, and even 8 figures in annual revenue, then I invite you to check out the link in the description, because I have a pretty cool offer for you that's pay for performance. So just saying, just in case you're interested, you might want to check out that link, because it's a pretty cool offer, right? And we can help you. We can actually help you, right? Again, if you need help with a VSL, we can produce one for you so that you can get more qualified book calls and just work with your clients without having to worry about client acquisition at all. So just saying. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find it useful. I'll see you in the next one.